Greetings everyone, and Grade here with a Kane's Wrath replay. So on the bottom right side as the red GDI, we have TiberiumFiend, and spawn as the purple screen, not sure which faction, we have Eclipse. Let's see, which screen faction is it? There is a legs, that is... Oh, I really should have studied up a little bit more for starting to cast these replays. I used to remember all this stuff. I figured, oh, it's been a while since I've seen replays about Kane's Wrath. Most of it was like Green Zero and Cybert. But now I'm like, oh, I could do it myself. But, oh, 2 engineer opener? We've got 2 engineers now deployed out on the field. We do now have a stasis chamber. What is he eyeing? Multiple engineers have been deployed on out. What is he doing with all these engineers? I may be a little bit rusty in Kane's Wrath, but maybe there's a lot of Tiberium spikes. Down south, the dude looks like we got the buzzer here. It said it got an attack symbol, but I think it may have been the going past this GDI rifleman. Large number of disintegrators have been deployed now. Another... Wait. What just happened there? So... That looks like a really big exploit. We now do have the fast leg upgrade, but was he selling off the drone platform, killing off the extra engineers from it, and then landing it without actually killing it off? That, I think, was... We also got a foundry there. This just has to be some sort of massive exploit. Holy crap. Because over on the GDI side, we of course had a standard build opener of King Para Refineries, War Factory. This one may be a little bit too far away to get the repairs while collecting or docking. But now we have a massive push here of a massive wave of disintegrators with the legs upgrade. Up north, we've also got riflemen engaging the buzz inside that garrison. And now these buzzers, of course, they've ripped that all up quite quickly. We do have the watchtower deployed on out, which are very effective versus the infantry. And we do have one of the harvesters going down, running over some of the carcasses, and disintegrators do act like as landmines when you run them over. Both harvesters do in fact go down. We do have a rifleman fresh from another watchtower here. Rifleman has been deployed right there. Buzzer will go ahead and get gunned down by the watchtower, but that, I believe, was a massive exploit. Rifleman now engaging the garrison structure with 3 buzzers inside. The squad of riflemen advancing forward. Now we have the Tiberium spike being focused down. This is a neutral Tiberium spike. And now we do have, looks like a foundry. And the drone ship is right here. Garrison structure is engaged, still being engaged. Once it gets decrewed, there's only going to be a whole lot of buzzers going to overwhelm that rifleman. We do now have, looks like these disintegrators are pretty wounded. Could perhaps go back in. And I can reinforce them, can get them rehealed to set them on top of Tiberium field. And Red has managed to get back in the game, collecting some more Tiberium. Tiberium Spike is receiving some rifle fire, which will take forever. And you also have this rifleman now getting some rounds onto that harvester. The harvester, of course, will heal itself on top of the Tiberium field. But of course, the rifleman's not doing a lot of damage and won't exactly heal a lot from the Tiberium field. We now do have a nerve center deployed out on the field. And we've got these disintegrators, multiple squads of disintegrators right there. They do take out that rifleman, no problem. And Tiberium Spike here still receiving a bit of fire. Rifleman squad advancing forward, could perhaps go be thrown inside the APC. Oh no, it is loaded up with the APC. And now we do have another buzzer swarm advancing around. He's starting to heal up these disintegrators within the Tiberium field. I'm very certain it doesn't replenish the models. Only throwing infantry units inside of a GDI armory can replenish the models. I just realized something. After all this time, I just now realized that the gunfire comes out of that little bunker right there. That little, I'm not sure what they even call that. Hatch? cupola. Of course, got some various screen engineers running around. The buzzers will, of course, get killed off. Do have some more buzzers loaded up with riflemen as well. And, oh, that watchtower is definitely not needed. He does draft out the squad. Let's see, can get card launchers. Yeah, I think it's just regular screen, isn't this? Of course, we already know he has got that upgrade. Can't get the plasma disc upgrade. He is going for the plasma disc upgrade. We already know he's gotten the leg upgrade. Rifleman squad does get killed off. We do got a good number of disintegrators here, as well as a handful of shock troops. APCs are making their way forward. Some of them are loaded up. Should go gun down to these disintegrator models, no problem. Refinery collecting some credits. We do have a portal blowing out, double portal blowing out many shock troops. But he does have a great number of APCs, but not all of them load up a rifle. It looks like 2 are empty. Over here, we've got the disintegrators now trying to destroy this bridge. And does manage to destroy the bridge, no problem. Of course, there's 3 buzzer swarms inside of this garrison. The garrison itself is pretty low. Over here, let's take a quick look at technology. It looks like I think have the AP ammo upgrade almost complete. Yeah, there's the AP ammo upgrade now. He does spot another shock troops. Shock troops do get some great damage there onto these APCs. He does draft out another rifleman squad. No garrisons in this region, but they could always dig in. The screen player has, of course, expanded out, has a massive economy, even some growth accelerators. But he has a massive advantage for a major exploit. Large number of shock troops going around. Good enough, and those shock troops will get gunned down, takes the APCs. It is getting some great damage on the construction yard. Let's put another refinery there. And there's a quick teleport there, which does get them nice group up to be gunned down. Got now a lightning tower. He's trying to get the MCV. He does not get the MCV. Armor-piercing rounds loaded with a bunch of riflemen does provide a lot of fire output. I think that's an engineer coming on out from the barracks. First engineer going to be repairing up the construction yard. Now got a massive wave of these APCs. Does use the wormhole there to slow down the APC advance, spotted by this single buzzer. Yep, the engineer does get inside the MCV. And over here, we do have a power generator deployed on out. Don't draw some fire. These APCs are set to aggressive stance. Something, I think that's maybe a lightning tower there. And something else being deployed out. We have the storm column now deployed on out. Multiple storm columns being deployed out. Remember, he does have a foundry. Now, he won't be able to focus on that foundry at all with those APCs. These storm columns are, of course, very effective versus these APCs, as they're all anti-infantry focused. The arm-piercing rounds are quite nice. Buzzers do not get these rifleman squads, and does clean up those riflemen now. We're going to be focused on this Tiberian spike. May need out some predators or something heavy at least to take on the storm columns. Rocket APCs never hurt. Oh, is that a... What the hell? Brought a meteor strike there. He does mostly dodge it. Does leave behind a nice 3x3 grid of Tiberium. Now got the rocket APC spans forward. No storm columns in this region. We do have now some devastator warships. The APCs and machine guns can engage aircraft. Not greatly though. Does use the phase generator there. And does throw down APCs to throw some landmines down there as well. Riflemen, 2 riflemen inside this garrison, gunning down those buzzards, no problem. Now we will need to see more rocket APCs to deal with that force. We may see some Firehawks. He does have to pull out some Bloodhounds. The Pit Bulls will be very useful for that, anti-aircraft purpose. And it looks like there's no Firehawks being deployed out just yet. And it looks like the Scrin players starting to advance forward, trying to engage these forces. He has upgraded with the Traveler Engines upgrade. And we now do have the Ion Storm ability being deployed out by the Planetary Assault Carrier. Some of the actual interceptors are being gunned down. There's a lot of APCs here, and we do have, of course, the AA battery. Does not have the tungsten AA shells just yet. But these Planetary Assault Carriers can gun down. Mass machine guns is an effective strategy. And now he's ripping apart the drone platform right now. The Pit Bulls will be able to help out with their rockets as well. None of these APCs are quite wounded. Does sell off those AA batteries for more riflemen. And all these aircraft being ripped apart. These Planetary Assault Carriers are expensive, and he's losing them quite easily. Devastator warship is trying to escape on out of there. The Devastator warship does take up that squad of riflemen. Down south, this Devastator warship, he cannot take time and let it alone, because if it gets into his opponent's base, he will get annihilated. He does clean it up now. And now we do also have the Harvester being gunned down. Actually, that's something. He's not Scrin. I think he's Traveler, actually. Because I didn't see the shield upgrade for the Planetary Assault Carriers. That's not a mistake. You get a better job of identifying everything. Annihilator Tripod has been deployed on out, which will be very effective for these APCs. We've got a handful of Predators here as well. No railgun upgrade just yet. And now a single Devastator does manage to find his way through to the back of the GDI base. So it looks like he's not set too aggressive, and he's actually vision range maybe just poor enough that he doesn't see over there. There's an aircraft out in the field. Maybe some Firehawks. He really does need some Firehawks. Because he did phase these Annihilator Tripods as well. Yeah, he does have some Firehawks, and did get some crushers there. Phase is still active, getting 99.9% damage resistance. Now got Buzzer Swords being activated as well. These Predators and APCs still need back off. Does get another APC, another Predator right there. And we'll be walking over these struck units quite easily. We do now have a Hammerhead deployed on the field. And Firehawks maybe have to wheel bombs and get some really poor bombing runs off. Multiple Annihilator Tripods pushing way forward. We've got in Sonic Emitter deployed out, but he's low in power. We'll fire off a shot right there, getting a great hit there on the Annihilator Tripod. Now there's a lot of carcasses on the ground. It does have the repair drones in this area, but the repair drones won't be able to repair the unit running away from the region. We do have another lightning spike as well. And now we do have some engineers claiming these Annihilator Tripods. We've got a handful of Gunwalkers. We do have the drone ship advancing forward again. I don't think it was actually... I thought I saw it advance before. It must have retreated back. Now we've got some Mammoth tanks deployed out on the field. Let's check out whatever that was. I think it may have been more Devastators. And he did actually claim this Tiberium spike there. Engineers so far not doing around much anything. Gunwalkers and Tripods advancing forward. We do have a good number of Hammerheads here. Of course, they can only get AP rounds. They don't have ceramic armor. and they will be vulnerable to these gun walkers when you shoot at aircraft as well. Now we got some I-Core seed being put out right there. Man thinks advancing forward gets good damage in. This man thinks needs to reverse move back to the war factory. He does have his own tripods as well, and there goes all those tripods, and the scrim player actually surrendered. Oh, that's what you get for cheating, I guess. He was cheating with that sell off of the drone ship, unless there's some sort of meta now that's acceptable. I have no idea. There's no way that could be acceptable. By the way, this is Grade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.